Alright, y'all. It is currently 4:17 in the morning. We have a full tank of gas. The place we're going today is Weaver Lake. It shows about 2 hours and 30 minutes to get there. We're ready to rock and roll. We've got co-pilot back there, Penny, relaxing. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, y'all. So we made about 2 hours worth of a drive to get to Weaver Lake. I did my research and it said it was open. Looked like someone had hiked here not too long ago. So I was hoping we're going to be able to get in. We need to take this road down that way. It's about 4.5 miles to the trail point, and then from there another 3.5 miles into the lake and back. So round trip we'd probably be looking at about 15 miles, maybe, give or take. We are unfortunately not going to be able to go there today, so I'm gonna hop on satellite and see if we can't find another little place for us to explore today, since we're already here. Make a day out of it. And there are lots of trails on here. Some lightly used, some that are heavier in usage. So you really can just go explore and really get into whatever it is that you want to get into. I am not sure if I'll do the whole loop. At some point, I think I want to get down over there on the right hand side. Looks like there is some kind of a pond. Unfortunately, I didn't bring any bass fishing stuff. I originally had planned to go to Weaver Lake to do trout fishing, so we are not equipped with bass fishing equipment, but we can still throw a few spinners out there and see if we can't get a bite or two. You never know. I do have Penny on the leash. One, we're by the entrance of the trailhead, so I just want to be respectful in case people are coming or going. Once I get into a section, if there is any people around, I also want to scope out wildlife. If it looks like it's a pretty decent place, I'll let her free. I do have her e-collar, and clearly she has pretty good recall command, hence why I feel comfortable letting her be free. If I didn't have the recall command, I would not let her be free near me. Thankfully we worked her as a puppy, and also that's just her nature. She tends to want to stay near us, so it just works out. You want to go down to the lake? You want to go to the Twin Ponds area? Nah, let's keep hiking. We'll come to the ponds after. Good girl. Oh, actually, over by the pond over there, looks like, let me zoom in a little. I don't know if you can see off in the distance there. It looks like there's a few cows grazing. That's why they tell you to please close the gate. Well, let's get back to the full view. Yeah, so there is a pond. There's two ponds actually. There's a little gap in the middle of the two ponds. I might just stand there and cast out, see if I can't get lucky with anything. But poor girl's been in the car for about, well, it took us about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get up to Weaver Lake, and then we figured out a little too late that it was closed. So then it took about an hour and 20 for us to get to this place, and then from here we have a short hour drive home. So at least we got to break up this full drive and we get to have her out and about for a little bit. Felt bad, didn't want to take her home right away. So it says there's a waterfall up ahead. Let's go up to the waterfall. We don't have to do the full loop, but we can do the waterfall and then hit the ponds for a little bit. And Penny has the zoomies. She's a little excited. Yeah, she is an interesting dog. At times, she even just wants to walk in a heel position. So, you might see her go off, and then she'll come and check in, walk next to me. If I put a little tension on the leash, she probably would come over. She's just kind of used to it. But right now, I'm letting her have a little fun sniffing and exploring. And just like that, she's at the heel. So again, if you are going to have your dog out and about, make sure you do have a good recall command. It's not necessarily because of other dogs. I'm more so concerned about her. I don't trust other people and their dogs. And she can be selective and reactive at times, depending on the dog and how they approach her. So I just like setting her up for success, and I always want to keep her safe, clearly. So, oh, I do hear some water, so we might be coming up on a little waterfall now. Am I here already? No, we're not. We do hear some water down in there. Very cool. Those squirrels or chipmunks? Not quite sure. Now that we're here, they stop moving. See if we can't zoom in a little. There's a little guy on the rock right there. there he is moving. Yep, and he's running along. Might be a chipmunk. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Crazy girl having fun, just sniffing. Oh, I see some cows up ahead. How cool. Hey, this way. Come on. Oh, wow. Looks like they're up ahead, drinking some water. From this creek that is coming this way. So let me bring y'all this way. We'll go over to the cows. We'll try to catch up to them so we can get them on video. Oh, how cool. A little picnic area. See the water. Oh man, you gotta be careful. There's tons of cow dung here. If you don't know what dung is, that's poop. Literal shit. Penny's going crazy with all the smells, but how cool. It's not a crazy waterfall, but it is a cool area. Lots of bugs at this point in time. I'm assuming it gets a little bit more filled up with water as the snow starts melting. Let's see if we can't go catch up to some of those cows. Hopefully we don't get chased. I really don't feel like being chased or running from a cow. They're crazy. Hey! Leave it. Come on. Let's go. Good girl. She was like, well, which way do you want me to go? She loves hiking. Pretends she knows which way she's going all the time. But she really does have a blast when we're out and about. So, whenever I have a chance, I do try to bring her. You want some fresh water? You want some water, Pen? Get some water. So, as you see, there is a little bridge crossing there. And up ahead are some cattle. Let's zoom in on them a little. Look at them. There they are. Very cool. I do want to respect the animals, so I'm gonna head back the other way so as not to bother them. Although I'm sure they're used to guests being in their areas. Quick 360 because Penny tangled me up. Looks like there's a person and a dog up ahead, so let me just shut the camera off. Alright, y'all. We're back at it. Penny's off leash now. Have her e-collar on. We just passed that person with their dog. Turned out to be an off-duty ranger. She was super cool. Shout out to Michigan. That's her name. Works up at Buck Rock over by Genie Lakes Wilderness and Weaver Lake over by Big Meadows, where we were originally supposed to go. So that was just a crazy coincidence. But super awesome person. Met her dog. Very great and well-trained dog. So just really cool people. Really thankful that we were able to meet them. And hopefully the plan is to go back and visit and say what's up to Michigan and her dog. She did say there is quite a few stairs, but as long as Penny is cool with stairs, which she is, we should be able to get back and visit someday. So we're actually gonna follow right down that way where those people are over there. So Penny will have to go back on the leash in a bit, just because, again, not that I don't trust her, just want to make sure everyone's comfortable, and we don't own the trails, so that's not fair for them. Well, let's go over to the pond for a little bit, Penny. Oh yeah, they're over at the little creek area. I doubt there'd be any fish there, realistically, or at least any fish that we can fish for. Super not prepared. Again, don't have any bass fishing gear on me. I do have some spinners. I do have some like crappie mini jigs, so I could throw the mini jig out and see what happens. Sun's pretty up and the water's probably getting a little warm, so we might be a little too late for that. But I really wanted to do some hiking and fishing, emphasis on and fishing, so we're gonna have to make it work, even if we don't get any bites or we get skunked. Bad day fishing is better than a great day when you're not. So we'll just keep going. It looks like today's just going to be one of those days because I forgot my chest strap in the car. How wonderful. I had the chest strap on when we got to the first lake, but because things changed and we were no longer able to fish there, took everything off, threw it in the car, came to this new place, and guess what? No chest strap. So that is just one of the lists. We are still going to try and get some action going. I am just creating my own truss strap at this point. Don't think it'll work great, but oh well. Fishing pole's not lined up. Okay, so there was a nice fisherman are hanging around here. He mentioned that there is bass. Oh, there's a dog. He mentioned there is bass, crappie, and catfish in here. We are going to try our best and just get some action in there. action actually looks pretty good. I like this little atomic jig. Good girl, Penny. Penny's being a good girl. We are going to cast over that way there. Hey, don't drink that. Hey, come on. Penny. Oh yeah, we're on one, guys. Hey, no, no, no. No, sit. Oh, no. All right, look at that. Got a bass on. Oh. All right, y'all. That was a shit show because of the dog, but we got a bass on there. Good size too. Let's get a few photos. All right, we're recording again. Let me get untangled. I had a camera off. We had fish number 2. Shit. I got super tangled right now. It was a little bit of a mess just because the dog really wanted to get this fucking bass. So, I mean, the bass are biting in here. I've gotten 2 so far. So, let's just continue chucking out there and see if we can't get another one to hit. The 2 I've gotten have been a great size. I doubt it's the same bass. I just think there's some good sized bass in here. There is a lot of weeds. So you just have to work through, cast, get out, get the weeds off, and then keep casting. You know what? So as not to hurt the bass, even though, I mean, bass are darn near indestructible. Hey, hey. Just pinch the hook in. Oh, good girl. How y'all doing? Good girl.
He's okay. You catch anything?
Yeah, a couple bass.
Oh, good job.
Good girl. Come. Couple bass over there, bro.
Yeah, dude, they're biting today.
They're a good size too. They weren't little.
They weren't little?
Nah, I mean I didn't have my to see how big, but I'll say maybe like at least pound and a half.
Yeah, man, I was catching a good 2-3 pounders over there.
Well, Shh. Down. No, shh. Sit.
This is the one I caught. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Might be the same one, man.
Might be, dude. That's a good size, man. Come. No. Oh, what? Little crappie. We got a little crappie, guys. Tiny little thing. I knew they were out there. Little baby crappie. How great. I felt something just playing with it. Look at that little thing. Little black crappie. Awesome. Felt something just playing with the bait. And well, we finally got another one. At least we got 2 bass, 1 crappie. I know they're in there. They're little things, so we just another little crappie. Dude, this micro fishing is fun. Another little one. Let's see here. Okay, a few more casts and then we'll head out. Got some stuff to do today. Let's get a few more of these little fun guys. So let's show, right? Barbless hook. Got, just grab them right here. As you can see, just right on the edge of the lip. Came out no problem. Back in he goes to grow. So let's do a couple more and we'll call it a day. Still got an hour to drive home, so get the little weeds off. Penny, do you want some water? I think you want some water. Dad wants water, so I think you want water. Another one. These guys are fun. You do have to watch out for their little scales. They do hurt, so it's got, see right there down at the bottom, you definitely want to watch out of that. Yep. All right, that was the last one, guys. So let's get them off and then we will get going. This little freaking guy, he was trying to get me. There we go. Out. Got the little guy right here, little black crappie, and he's gone. Safe and sound. He can go back and grow. Penny and I are gonna call it a day. Still gotta drive home. We had a lot of fun though. Did you have fun? Yeah. Where are you going? Silly girl. Come on. I took her vest off and she's having fun. She still has her e-collar and a regular collar, but I took her vest off here and she's a happy girl. What? Come on. We're walking back to the truck now. Come. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Again, if you're going to have your dog off leash, please have a reliable come or here command. Yes. So there's a little flex for y'all. She's a good girl, just a little crazy sometimes, but very smart, intelligent breed. That's also the hard part when you have smart, intelligent breeds. They tend to think for themselves, so patience, because they are smart and they will try to find a way to outsmart you or manipulate you, of course. Okay, so making sure we open and close the gate correctly. And just go to close it good. Okay. Alright, y'all. We are in the car heading back. In the town of Three Rivers, there's a really cool place called, I think it's called Three Rivers Brewery. I think there might be a couple breweries down there if I'm being completely honest. But it's 11:15, so it's not super late. I thought it was later. I hadn't even looked down at the watch if I'm being honest. So it was good. Got to do some fun stuff. Got the dog out. caught 2 bass, and then I lost track of how many little crappies we caught, but I mean, it was like micro fishing, but it was still fun. Penny had fun. She's laying in her secure transport thing. Have the AC blasted for her, so we will get going, maybe pick back up at the brewery. If not, till next time.